All right. So first off, how did each of you become involved with the series and what has been your favorite aspect of the production process?
Hmm.
Brandon, you want to
I'm
lead
not
that?
gonna start.
Yeah, I mean, I was hired to adapt the script from the Roy's original graphic novel, and it was a great experience on every conceivable level because I'd never seen anything like it, and I was very shocked to even have that opportunity come across my desk. So the moment I saw it, I knew there was something very different about Iyanu, and for me, the best part about it has been the collaborative efforts from so many incredibly talented people, very smart people, very accomplished folks. I was the head writer, I ran the writer's room and we assembled a really great team of people. And then the directors and the storyboard team, extraordinary folks. So I feel like the team that came together for this project was to me the greatest thing about it.
Yeah, I mean, similarly, I came on as a supervising director to kind of lead the pre-production and the animation production itself. I mean, I went to Korea several times, a lot of plane hopping on this gig, but we had an extraordinarily talented team. Some of these guys I've worked with on and off for years, and there's a real benefit to having people that, that have a proven track record of doing stuff that's really
Yeah.
Excalibur level. And yeah, I
Little
think the
did
show
Howard know that would be the beginning of such a beautiful and not.
Hmm.
is that
I have no idea.
that was a ghost. And, yeah, we just make cartoons and we have a good time at the end of the day. So over to you, Sam.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So in my case, I became involved with Iyanu just like any other actor or voice talent. There was an audition. And I will say, when I saw the audition, I mean I'd had a bunch of auditions before that and I wasn't getting any callbacks and I was like, maybe this is just another one. I'm just gonna do it and get it over with. Um, and the funny thing is, Sarah, who plays Iyanu, told me, "Hey, man, you gotta just try out. You never know. Just keep going. You just try it." And I tried it, and a couple of weeks or months later, I don't even remember. Sarah reached out and she said, "Check your email." Check your email, check your phone. I was like, what is going on? She said, check everywhere. So I checked everywhere. Apparently, the casting director had tried to reach me on two of my emails on LinkedIn and somewhere else. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And I was freaking out. And she told me, okay, you know what? We're not gonna do much today. Just do a callback. And I did the callback and I think it was like 6 hours later. She was like, okay, yeah, like we like what we heard. We know you could do it. Just you got the role already. We just wanted to confirm and make sure everything is good. And I was so it still didn't feel real to me. It didn't feel real. And I will say the first day I got into the studio, I put the headphones on. I mean, they sent us some of the script before we started, the studio sessions. And when I read the script, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. The little bits that I was seeing at the time. And when we got into the studio with my headphones on, I I was so nervous and I was so happy at the same time. So it must have sounded weird because we had to do a few retakes because I was just smiling throughout the studio because I just couldn't believe it was my life and I got a chance to be on this project. And every couple of months, I would just be like, somebody pinch me. This isn't real. So I will say for sure, being and even till this day, till this morning, I was like, okay, we're going to the press. Okay, I'm not dreaming. It's not okay. I pinched myself a little bit just to be sure that this isn't a dream. I feel incredibly lucky, incredibly blessed to be able to be, in the same room with these amazing men that I'm looking at right now, to even be in the same room with you to be interviewed. So yeah, that's how I got involved, and the greatest feeling for me is it feels like a dream. I feel blessed, and it feels amazing.
And what elements of Iyanu do you think will resonate most with audiences?
Who's this question for? Is it for everybody?
I mean, I feel like the camaraderie between what we call Team Chosen, Iyanu B and Toye and Akun, it's going to be incredible. I feel that folks who have seen it already have clued in on it. They've already, connected to some of those characters. And I feel that the way that the show is constructed, people will very quickly latch on to the camaraderie and the family and the fact that people eat together, which is so much, it's very much a Nigerian thing, but that's also a human thing. The communal aspects of the show, I feel, are what's going to grab people, honestly. And I can't wait to see how people respond.
Yeah, I think Iyanu's got a classic hero's journey, of discovering who she is and what her purpose is, and kind of having a destiny that's kind of heavy to carry. But me personally, I just want a giant magic panther to ride around on that can blast laser beam with his breath. The coolest.
Oh, that is so great. Well, for me, I feel like everyone is gonna find something to resonate with. Because personally, as one of the cast, I can relate to my character, the character I play, Toye. Being especially with the deal with toxic masculinity and all stuff, all the kind of things that we hear that is happening in the world today. Toye embodies. You don't have to have a stereotypical kind of masculinity to be a hero, to be useful, to support someone who is on a journey, to be a support, to be a friend, and to be. It's such a beautiful way to be a nerd. Being a nerd is so magical in this series. So beautiful. And I feel like a lot of young girls will be able to relate to Yanu because, yeah, she might, I mean, in the synopsis, she might have magical powers and all that, but in the sense that everyone has magic inside them and you just gotta discover it. Every girl, every little boy, every little girl, everyone, even adults will relate to that because we all have doubts, and that is what Iyanu is about, overcoming your doubts and being your true self, and it's just so beautiful.
That was a great bit about Toye. There's a line from the series where he says, "I want to be a word warrior," and
Yeah.
like and people forget the power of words. You don't have to have a
Mhm.
sword or magic powers. You can actually do magic with words. Brandon, I
Yes,
agree.
yes. 100% agree. 100%.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to seeing the series.
Thank
Thank
you.
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 Thank you.